Hello everyone, this is the Thinking Out Loud podcast show. Let's cut straight to the chase. America's national security is in uncharted territory, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Today, we're diving into a chilling warning from Malcolm Nance, a former U.S. Navy senior chief and counterterrorism expert, who argues that democracy, global alliances, and even our economy are teetering on the edge. Buckle up. This isn't just politics. It's a crisis that could reshape the world. In a striking and urgent warning, Malcolm Nance, a former United States Navy senior chief petty officer specializing in naval cryptology, presents an alarming view of the current state of U.S. national security. His analysis suggests that democracy, global alliances, and economic stability are under serious threat due to recent political developments. This article explores the major themes raised in his discourse, including foreign policy concerns, intelligence and law enforcement purges, and economic repercussions. The growing national security crisis. Nance argues that the United States is in an unprecedented crisis, with national security institutions being dismantled. He states that government agencies and intelligence operations are being weakened in ways that jeopardize stability. This is evident in mass firings of federal employees and questionable appointments of unqualified individuals to key positions. U.S.-Russia relations, a shift in power. One of the most controversial claims in Nance's warning is the alleged increasing capitulation of the U.S. government to Russian interests. Yes, he suggests that there is a likelihood of lifting sanctions on Russia, which could embolden its geopolitical ambitions. Trump's suggested policy would force Ukraine to surrender large portions of its land, potentially leading to further Russian expansion. The perception of U.S. instability has led European allies to consider independent military actions. He is also concerned about Elon Musk's alleged influence over government. Nance claims that Elon Musk has an outsized influence on government decision-making, citing examples of mass layoffs and budget cuts affecting key security agencies. The concern is that unchecked power in the hands of non-elected officials could compromise national security strategies. His thoughts on intelligence and law enforcement under siege. A particularly dire warning comes in the form of the alleged purge of FBI personnel. Nance argues that this could lead to elimination of checks and balances. With 4,000 FBI agents potentially being dismissed, critical investigations, including those related to the January 6th insurrection, may be halted. Law enforcement manipulation. The potential for Trump loyalists to control federal law enforcement agencies could tilt the balance of justice in favor of political interests. Health and policy risks. His concerns are also raised about health and policy risks with the appointment of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. as health secretary. His anti-vaccine stance and alternative medicine beliefs could significantly undermine national public health efforts. Nance warns that this could lead to weakened vaccine programs, reduced public trust in scientific health policies, potential public health crisis, increased prevalence of preventable diseases. Then there is the foreign policy disasters and military concerns. The potential consequences of Trump's proposed foreign policies are vast and concerning. Middle East instability. His alleged suggestion to displace 2.2 million Palestinians in Gaza could lead to heightened terrorism threats. Diminished U.S. military influence. Cuts in military resources and shifting alliances could make the U.S. more vulnerable on the global stage. Economic and diplomatic fallout. The global community's perception of the U.S. is shifting, with potential long-term consequences. Trade and economic decline. Countries could shift away from American goods and technology, favoring Chinese markets. Loss of global leadership. Diminished U.S. influence could lead to strategic realignments that favor other superpowers like China and Russia. Conclusion: a call to action. Nance emphasizes that this is not a time for passive observation. He urges citizens and political leaders to take action, stand up against authoritarian shifts, and actively defend democratic institutions. He warns that failing to respond could lead to irreversible consequences for U.S. democracy and global stability. Final thoughts. The issues raised by Malcolm Nance paint a picture of a nation at a crossroads. Whether or not all claims hold, the urgency of the discourse highlights a crucial moment in history. Vigilance, informed decision-making, and active civic participation will determine the future of American democracy and its role in global affairs. If this shocked you, smash that like button, share, and subscribe. Algorithms hate this story, because part 2 drops Thursday, and trust me, you don't want to miss where this is headed. Comment below, is the US too far gone to save?